Alright guys, this is my sort of unboxing of the Eachine Twister XB 14th scale buggy. And I've already taken it out of the box, so this is sort of a unboxing. You get two wings. You get this nickel metal hydride battery, which is 1500 milliamp. I probably won't use that. You get a screwdriver to put your wings on and screws, and a little bracket that helps reinforce the connection here. You get a whole sheet of stickers. You get the book. You get the body, which I've already checked out is really nice. Same with the wings. Amazing amount of flex in these things. I'm going to reinforce that anyway with shoe glue and drywall tape. You get a charger and, well, where's the charger? Somewhere. Pretty sure it was here somewhere. Oh, that is the charger. Never mind, you just stick that right in the block. Stick that part in your battery. I don't use those either. Here's the transmitter it comes with. I never liked this. I got one of these with the HBX car I used to drive. No, not, sorry, it wasn't HBX, it was the Banggood, which was the same car as the 16889, except it was a brush car. It was my first 16th scale car. This is the 16889. Obviously not with the body that it comes with. You can buy these. It doesn't fit very well. These are the Banggood bodies. For some reason, they're just not as good. It's a little flexible, but I've got like 4 of these things at this point. One of them is the Pro, which was the metal geared one. Bigger motor too. Actually, the Pro comes with this size motor, because like the Pro, this is all metal gears, metal diffs, metal spur gear, metal crown gears, metal planetary gears, and you have aluminum shock towers. You have independent suspension on each wheel. These are oil-filled shocks. Great rubber on these wheels. Nice foams inside. Fixed links. These share a lot of parts with the HBX cars, so if you break parts, they're interchangeable. All these A-arms are interchangeable. They're the same thing. The big difference is this one has lights, this one doesn't. Of course, it's a buggy too. It would be really easy to turn these one into a buggy. In fact, they've got the truggy version, which I've never bought. I have 4 of these, but I don't have the truggy. I don't understand. I love that truggy, and this one was actually cheaper than the truggy. They're around the same price, and the truggy isn't metal geared. So I opted for this one because I think it's a better car. I also have, good news. If you have one of those HBX cars, I prefer this remote. It's feels better in the hand. It's sturdier. If it doesn't have a foam wheel, but I don't care. This one does, but it's a cheaper, junkier remote, and it does only take 2 batteries, so you probably don't get as good a range as you do with the 3 battery one. It's just a better remote in my. They're both pretty fugly, but I like these remotes, and the range is amazing. You can't even see the car. That's how far away you can get. You could probably use those for drones. Alright, yeah, my ghetto reviews. Okay. This is the 12th scale WL Toys 17 whatever. 10007 whatever. You can see how much bigger it is. It's quite a bit bigger. And it's, obviously a more substantial car. these things are just butter. Everything about them is great. These do look like some cheaper shocks. They're blue versions of these things, it looks like, pretty much. Yeah, that's what they are. And these are great shocks. So these are great shocks. I love these cars. I have bent some shock shafts. Matter of fact, let's see, is it this one? Yeah. This is slightly bent, so my wheel sticks. But I have a bunch of those. Not a bunch. I have shocks that I've bought. And at one time, you could get a set of those shocks for so cheap. And since they realized that people have been buying them up, they raised the price. But yeah, I love these cars. Much more tunable. This is the V1, so it had the cogging issues. So for that, I threw in a BLX 100 amp ESC, and it gets it going. But I do have the gearing for this. I'll change it over eventually, but for right now, this is sort of like a speed car. Except I took the receiver out of it. I had to rob it for another car, but I have since bought a new receiver. The Radio Link receivers, I love those. And another one you get super great range out of. So, let's keep up going with this car. Nice big motor. This same one is in the Pro, the HBX 16899 Pro. Servo is on the left side instead of the right side. They're usually over here. And I did notice that this is not the same servo that's in the HBX. It's bigger. It's taller. And that might have been why they had to put it on the other side. I don't know. But yeah, it's a much taller servo than, unless it's not sitting on the ground, like on the actual base. And that might be because these chassis have a slant to them, and this is perfectly even at the top, so something is underneath that keeping it level. So perhaps it is the same servo. It just no, it isn't the same servo. That one in there it's built differently. You can tell. Yeah, this one's got a tab. I can't tell if they might have had to cut the other tab off, but yeah, this had tabs on each side. My lights went on again. I thought that they were all charged up, but I guess not. Anyway, what else do you get in the box? Well, I guess that's it. You get this. You get the clips, screwdriver, stickers, book, subpar transmitter, and one body, which I already took the shell off. So I will get out and test this tomorrow. I will get footage of that and put them both up. So I already know that this is going to be a sweet car. It's geared and powered exactly like the HBX Pro, the 16889 Pro, and the box and the manual will tell you that it's not a 3S car, but they are 3S cars. I run these almost exclusively on a 3S, and they never have an issue. If anything's going to have an issue, it might be the motor. Sometimes they start cogging at high speeds and doing this jerky twisty thing, but that was generally a problem I only had with those tiny motors that come in the original brushless HBX 16889, the non-metal geared one. But the plastic geared ones, I actually like those more because they're quieter and they seem to be smoother. And they're just as tough. I have stripped those plastic gears before. I've stripped the spur gears. I've stripped the input gears. I have stripped crown gears on the diffs. I've stripped them all. And you can, mostly, you do that stripping when you're on your back and you're doing this rocking thing. And as soon as your wheels touch down, it goes, and it does strip gears. The teeth skip. And you have to be careful when you're doing that sort of thing. So I really don't play around like that too much anymore. I go pick it up. It's not a big deal. So yeah, for you know, around $90 all said and done, this is a great car, especially with metal diffs. I mean, these are equipped better than $400 cars from Arma. Um, so yeah, you're really getting your money's worth, and I will post running video later on, guys. See ya. Like and subscribe.